calendar has shifted to July, so that means two things. Postseason baseball and fireworks are upon us, and we saw a bit of a preview with the fireworks last night from the Power offense. Let's go through that game a little bit last night, which was Power from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, last night they put on an absolute hit parade there. Everyone through the starting nine had a hit in that ball game, and it's been consistent. They're on a 5-game win streak right now, Sam, and 4 of those 5 games they've been in double-digit runs.
Yeah, and last night they had their season high in hits, and going to the Anchors, they were coming in that ball game last night on a 14-game winning streak that got snapped in an instant. What do they have to do to kind of break out of those woes from last night?
Yeah, last night they had a 3-run outburst in the 3rd inning against Tyler Crawford, who's been on an absolute tear as of late for pitching for the Power. So I think in this game, we talked about our pregame show. If you guys haven't checked that out, check out Palm Springs Power Baseball on Instagram. But we talked about in our pregame show, Crawford was been dealing all night, and then the 3rd inning kind of hit, and then they had spurts of where it was just hit around, but it wasn't extra base hits. It was kind of just singles, and they got 3 runs across, but maybe not just one bunch, need to come in more bunches or consistently throughout all 9.
And I think the other thing, too, was they had a lot of quick at-bats, and quick at-bats turned into quick outs, but we will meet the lineup for the Anchors here tonight. Leading it off will be Guava. That'll be Jet Guava, who will be getting it going. Batting second, Junior Milan. He will be in the second base position, batting in the 2 spot, wearing number 2. Batting third, Fuderici. That's Evan Fuderici, and that's a tough last name to say, but he will get some results on the field, hopefully, for the Anchors today. Batting fourth will be Cam Imberg. Batting fifth will be, that's Deventhal in the DH spot. Batting sixth will be Nelson. That'll be Mitch Nelson out in right field. Batting seventh will be Carson Sanders. He'll be in the backstop position, batting seventh. Batting eighth will be a guy we saw last night. He will be in left field today, and that's Grant Hoinger. He will be getting the spot in left field and looking to be a good spark plug in the bottom lineup. He was in the cleanup spot last night and struggled a little bit, so looking to maybe cause a spark, being a little bit down in the lineup. And in the nice spot, rounding it out, will be Cohen Kroom, and he will be in center field looking to track down a lot of baseballs with the Power team that loves to hit it out to the outfield. Ethan, we're going to turn it over to you to meet this Power defense who will be trying to defend these Anchor bats.
Yeah, defensively here tonight for the Power in left, moving left to right. In left field is going to be Brett Williams out there, who's usually been catching as of late for the Power. And in center field is going to be Jaden Sanchez. In right field is going to be Derek Hutardo. And then now left to right in the infield, third base, Caden Richards is on an absolute run, looking to keep his bat hot. At shortstop is going to be newcomer on the block here for the Power. His first game, number 10, Caden Durazo. And at second base, going to be number 6, AJ Bianchina. And at first base, number 26, Alex Hasso. And the designated hitter tonight for the Power, who's good to see him back in the lineup, is R.J. Holmes. And tonight's starter for the Power is going to be Jimmy Welcher. And behind the plates, the leadoff man, Owen Michelson.
Welcher has been a gem for this Power team this year. You could argue him and Whitty have been the 1A, 1B in terms of ace this season. Guy hit around a little bit in his last outing, but looking to have a bounce-back outing here today. We're going to step aside for the national anthem and turn it over to a commercial break, but when we get back, we'll a little bit more about Welcher and turn it over to first pitch, which is just moments away here at Palm Springs Stadium. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this clash between 2 premier California collegiate teams. and just about set to get ready for baseball here at Palm Springs Stadium. Touched a little bit on Jimmy Welsher prior to the break, but Ethan, he's been someone that's really been impressive for this Power team all season long. What are you expecting from him tonight, and what should the Power look for him on this evening outcome?
Yeah, Welsher, one of those guys that he just attacks the zone. He's just like a robot up there. He's pitch and catch. He wants the ball back right away, and we see he's a very pitch-to-contact type of guy. And so similar with Tyler Crawford last night, who's that type of guy where he's really attacks his zone. You know you're going to get a lot of strikes. And Anchors yesterday came out swinging, so we expect them to do the same thing here against Welsher.
Be aggressive early and often. We've seen that be the strategy against a guy like Welsher, and it was successful in his last start where he got hit around a little bit against the Halos, but fortunately for him, his offense just did that much better. I believe that was the game they put up 20 runs, if I'm not mistaken.
And Welsher coming in this one. This is going to be his 7th appearance. 22 innings on the season. He has 12 strikeouts on 5 walks, coming in with ERA just below 330 at 3.27.
And there's an ERA coming into his last outing that was in the 1.3, so took a bit of a skyrocket after his last start where he went 5 earned runs in only 4 innings. You mentioned, not a big strikeout guy. His season high in strikeouts is 5, but consistently only he's going to get 1 or 2 strikeouts a game, but what he does produce is a lot of ground balls, and if there's guys on base, that's a ground ball double play more times than not.
So just like last night, something we brought up, hopefully this Power defense looks just as sharp as they did last night, because like you mentioned, the ball's going to be put in play a lot, so infielders got to be ready, outfielders get ready to move, and last night that wind was absolutely blowing crazy out towards the right field side, and everything to the left field or even center field was kind of getting knocked down.
It's blowing in towards right per usual, but also blowing in a little bit here this evening. Ball's being thrown around the infield. It seems we are ready for baseball here at Palm Springs Stadium. Looks like about a minute early here, and leading it off for the Anchors will be Jack Guevara. Guevara at the hot corner, playing third base today. The Anchors looking for a change of approach. It was quick up and quick down in that first inning, under 10 pitches, and hoping to have a little bit of a different result here as the first pitch is breaking ball, called for a strike. A beautiful pitch from Welsher to start on the front foot.
Yep, starts them off with a break ball, maybe because, like we seen yesterday, I mentioned that Anchors are coming out swinging, and Guevara also came out first pitch swinging yesterday.
And I think, Welsher, when you see that in the dugout, does that maybe give you confidence, not that you want to attack outside the strike zone, but knowing that these hitters are a little bit over-anxious to maybe work out of the zone a little bit, although you want to obviously still make it competitive as the 0-2. Hit on the ground softly, going to be a tough play for Bianchina. He fields, he throws, and in plenty of time to get the leadoff hitter in Guevara.
Yeah, it's a good start there from Welsher, and we mentioned there's 3 pitches, 3 straight strikes, and we expect to see that a lot from Welsher attacking the zone. And weak contact like that is really when Welsher is successful. When the other team starts getting barrels on ball, that's when it comes a struggle.
It's Junior Milan, the second baseman, head up to the dish in this one. Takes ball 1. And for this Anchors team last night, in their gold uniforms, tonight they will be in their navy blue, hoping for maybe a bit of a change of luck with the uniforms. This one's popped in the air in the infield. Richards going to call for it and take a couple steps in and make the catch. So quickly 2 up and 2 down. And similar to last night with Crawford, we're seeing the same thing with Welsher, getting quick, efficient outs. And that's what Welsher's done all year.
Yeah, and that's what you're hoping for, Sam. And you mentioned it in our introduction here. You were talking about Anchors maybe getting deeper in counts and things of that sort. Because when you have quick innings like this and they continue to roll, I mean, you're just not giving your starting pitcher a break as well against a high, powerful power offense.
And Welsher, I feel, maybe is a guy on the mound after his last outing is a little upset with how he pitched. He's a guy who will tell you personally that was by far his worst outing of the year. And while the stats were horrible for a guy who has been pretty much hitless all season long, and if you do damage on him, doesn't turn to runs. He's looking to turn the tides, and while, yes, one outing like that will skyrocket your ERA, you still have another 3 or 4 outings left on the year to bring it back into the 2s, and especially with how limited of a sample size this is, with fly ball being caught by the shortstop and newly addition to the Power, and Caden Durazo will make the catch for out number 3. So we'll put a bookmark on that thought on Welsher and save it for next inning. Silly me for starting a thought in a situation with 2 outs. But a good start from Welsher going 1, 2, 3. And it's the Power offense who's been on fire, looking to stay hot when we get back.
Like a family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
So an 8-pitch first inning from Jimmy Welsher. Only 2 pitches were called a ball by Welsher, so got to be tough to replicate. But Caden Cott on the mound for the Anchors, looking to have similar success against a really tough Power lineup. Lineup will go as follows for the Power: Owen Michelson, Jaden Sanchez, Brett Williams in the 3 spot, RJ Holmes, he'll be hitting 4th in the DH, Caden Richards in the 5 at the 3rd base position. Batting 6, Alexander Yasso. Back in the lineup, starting is AJ Benkina. He'll be in the 7th spot, back at 2nd base. Be filling in for Trevor Banning, who will no longer be playing for the Power this season due to an injury he suffered last night. Batting 8th, Derek Hurtado. He's in right field. And rounding out the lineup, Caden Durazo. So Michelson leading it off and catching for the Power. He's been incredible this season. A 394 average, a 500 OBP, and missed a stint of the season due to a lingering injury, but nothing too severe. And ever since he's come back, he's been on fire.
Yeah, he's been on an absolute tear. And, you know, before the injury, he wasn't actually always a leadoff guy. We've seen Biakina up there. We've seen McCarty up there. We've seen different types of guys. But ever since Michelson's been back from this injury, he's been tearing it up. Power manager Casey Dill loves him at the leadoff spot, and a guy that continues to get on base.
2-0 count here to Owen Michelson, who just has a knack for getting on base, and that's the reason why you see him in the leadoff spot. Takes upstairs 3-0. We saw this be an issue for the Anchors last night. The walks were an Achilles heel early, and those walks ended up coming around to score often. Yes, the Power had their season high in hits last night, but in the first 2 innings, the starter couldn't find the strike zone, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the ball game. Michelson's plunked would have been ball 4 anyway. So he's at first base. Quickly go through the defensive alignment for the Anchors here with Grant Hoinger. He's out in left. Cohen Kroom, he's in center field. Mitch Nelson, he's out in right field. Defense from left to right in the infield. Jet Guerva, he's at third. Evan Furuichi, he's at short. Junior Milan, he's at second. Ken Inberg is at first. The battery consists of Carson Sanders and pitcher on the mound, Caden Cott, who now holds and finally delivers the first pitch and gets his first strike of the night after his 5th pitch.
Yeah, looking for Jaden Sanchez to get going. It was a good sign last night where he went 3 for 4 with a pair of RBIs before that game last night. The last week and a half have been a little bit of a struggle for him, so hopefully last night was a nice little confidence booster from here on out.
Pair of Rebels of UNLV on this Power squad, him and Caden Richards, as well as Sanchez drills this one down the left field line. That one's going to fall for a base hit. Rounding second, heading for third is Michelson. He'll get in there on the slide. Sanchez advances to second base. And the Power are cooking up something early.
And that's a good start there. We're talking about how the Power have created opportunities, not just with the bats, but this is why they put up so many runs too, is always hustling out the box and always trying to take that extra base, as we see right there. The ball's in front of them, so Michelson, the runner who was on first, and Sanchez, the one at the plate, they see what's happening in front of them, so they get to, determine whether they want that extra base or not.
Now in steps Brett Williams, who is probably the best hitter on this power team right now, a .464 average, a .523 OBP. Second on the team in RBIs with 14.
Yeah, he picked up a pair of ribbies last night as well.
Takes first pitch, called for a ball, and you see that vision from a guy from Williams who's typically behind the dish as a catcher. He's out in left field today. Has a good eye for the plate because being behind the catcher's position, you get to see the plate a lot and get to understand an umpire strike zone. Better eye for the plate than most, as that one is popped and fouled. Williams got jammed there and was fortunate enough to get out of that.
Yeah, look at that little jam shot there. Luckily, that one landed foul because, oftentimes now we see that one get literally popped right back up either to the pitcher or right there for the first baseman, especially, too, because the anchor's corners are playing in right now to cut off a run as the middle infield will play back and surrender.
Would have been a really unfortunate result for Williams, who has been so effective this season. So now the pitcher steps off. We'll put a bow on the thought of Williams.
Yeah, I got to do a post-game interview yesterday with Brett Williams. I asked him how the John Cena nickname has came alive here at Palm Springs Stadium, and he said, I walked in with the buzz cut, and Owen Michelson saw that, and he just said, John Cena, so it's stuck ever since. And we seen about last week, the Palm Springs Stadium fans that were here, they were going crazy chanting John Cena. We hear the anthem, John Cena anthem, every day here now at the ballpark as well.
Got to get it in at least once a game.
It happens always.
Might see it here if Williams drives in a pair. Had the count 2-1, and he lines this one down the line. Fair ball! Michelson going to walk on home, but he's got to hurry up a little bit because Sanchez is right behind him. 2 runs will score. Williams into second base, and he'll drop anchor right there.
Yeah, that's a great piece of hitting there, being able to tuck it fair down that line. He was a little out front, but luckily that ball stays fair. And once you see a ball go to any of the left side or right side corners here at this stadium, you know runners are coming home because it's a far way down there.
2 RBI, 2-bagger for Williams. RBI is 15 and 16 on the year, and he's only 1 RBI shy of the team lead. Most importantly, the Power jump off to an early lead as they've done so much this season. It's 2-0 here early, and still nobody out in a runner in scoring position for R.J. Holmes. Holmes out of the University of Virginia, and not often you see a true freshman play in the ACC, and he saw consistent playing time and excelled in playing time, hit well above 300 in his time with the Hoos. To have a big summer here and build upon a successful sophomore campaign at UVA. And he's ahead in the count 2-0.
Yeah, and this is a count that you don't want to be in if you're caught, or any of these anchors pitchers I was seeing last night. Power can get deep in these counts and get in those hitters counts, and that's when they absolutely beat you.
Holmes had one of the most impressive individual performances by a Power player all season long. He takes on the outside 3-0. He had a 6-hit performance in a ball game and had a chance to hit for the cycle, and he was swinging for the fences, but wasn't able to do so, but still produced 6 hits nonetheless, and I think that may be more impressive, maybe not more than a cycle, but an incredibly tough feat to accomplish nevertheless. And the 3-0 is skied in the air left field. Wentz trying to catch it. Will it? It won't! That baby will go! R.J. Holmes doubles the Power lead, and they are off to a great start, 4-0.
Well, Sam, we talked about the wind knocking the ball down towards left field, but when you absolutely have some power like R.J. Holmes, the wind can't knock that ball down. We knew it was gone. It was either, it was a fair or foul. Home plate umpire says fair, and that one tucked inside that left field foul line, and that was an absolute bomb.
We knew Holmes had pop. There were 2 questions. Would it have enough, and would it stay fair? Both questions were answered with a resounding yes, and a resounding lead for the Power early on, 4-0.
Yeah, and that was 386 feet, that bomb, 101 off the bat there from R.J. Holmes. And it was a 3-0 count, that 3-0 green light.
101, is that maybe the highest exit velocity we've had all season long?
It's definitely
up there.
It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there in the top.
Haven't seen 100 too much this season. Maybe seen it on one other occasion, but nevertheless, an absolute rocket from Holmes. And we knew he had pop. He was due.
Yeah, that's his first home run in the summer of this season with the Powers, and this is his 10th game played.
Just such a tough park for hitters to hit a home run at, especially for those righties. Having to fight the wind and a fence that's 350 feet to straightaway left. But Holmes truly showcasing his pop, and if you can hit one out here, you can hit it anywhere. Now it's Caden Richards to play in a 1-2 count. Trying to replicate what Holmes did. He could not. He is the first out of the inning. Goes down on strikes.
Yeah, nice job there from Cott to lock back in. It's definitely can be so deflating when you already give up 4 here in the first, especially it's that 4-run burst already topped off by a 2-run bomb. But nice job to settle in again. It's not an easy out in Richards.
Not at all an easy out, and this isn't an easy out either. It's Alex Hasso. Brings a 380 average to the plate and also double-digit RBIs. He's got 11 on the season. And while Hasso hasn't been a mainstay in the starting lineup, he has been here from wire to wire so far this season, and whatever role he's been called upon, he's excelled in. Takes inside 1-1, and Hasso gave Power fans an early fun memory here. As that first week here at Palm Springs Stadium, a lot of fun, a lot of walk-offs. Haven't seen much of that since. In fact, haven't seen a walk-off since, but Hasso was one of those first 3 walk-offs as he lines this one in the center field for a base hit. Is he going to think about second base? Thought about it for a second, but going to put on the brakes after extended turn around first base.
Yeah, Power haven't been in that many tight games as we've seen in the first 3 games or so when they walked it off 3 straight times to start the season. We were thinking, whoa, what a magical season this is. How long until this streak ends? It did end at 3, but since then they've been on a nice little run where, I mentioned they're on a 5-game win streak. 4 out of those 5 games, double-digit runs. So when you're scoring double-digit runs, it's hard to stay in close games.
And that 4th game of the season, which was their first loss, also went to extra innings. It was one of 2 games that went to extras. Had 2 9th-inning walk-offs and a 10th-inning walk-off. A.J. Binkina. Here's an impressive stat about him. He's 12 RBIs on the season, but also has 12 stolen bases. As he lines this one in between the 3 and 4 hole, and that'll be a base hit. Binkina, who inserts himself back in the starting lineup, looking to build off what was a successful first few weeks. Had a bit of a struggle the last week or so, but now he's looking to find his groove as he works his way back into the lineup.
Yeah, they've been waiting on him to maybe heat up a little bit. He's about a streaky type of hitter, and we're hoping that before, with the playoffs coming up in 2 weeks, that streak can come up for him.
Derek Hurtado trotting around in the outfield. He's in right field today for the Power. It's limited of a sample size as you're going to see besides the guy on deck who's making his Power debut in Durazo. For Hurtado, a 286 average. Struck out 4 times in his 7 ABs, but also has 2 RBIs. It's a good eye for the plate, though. Has 3 walks on the season out of 10 plate appearances. He's already had 1-0 and takes inside 2-0. So exciting weekend in store here at Palm Springs Stadium after the conclusion of this one. Obviously the 4th of July Saturday, and we hope you can join us here at Palm Springs Stadium for both games of the weekend, but especially the 4th of July between our PSEL All-Stars and the Palm Springs Power.
That's going to be a fun one, Sam. I think the last 2 games here at 4th of July, our colleague Stephen Bucks has told us that Power have had to actually come back to win both of those games.
There are some studs in the PSEL, that is for sure. I think one of them that will be playing in that All-Star games to our left in Theodore Williams. Heading the count 3-0 is Hurtado. He works his 4th walk of the season on 4 pitches. Sacks packed with power, and what an opportunity for your debut for Caden Durazo.
Yeah, who else? You have your debut with the bases loaded coming up in the first innings as a 9-hole hitter. You're probably not thinking that's going to happen.
Especially in the first inning, but how potent this offense is. No shock here, and Durazo up in a big spot. Really looking to break this game open before it even gets started. He takes strike one on a breaking ball, and that one was filthy. Durazo, a product of College of the Desert, hit .292 this year with 31 RBIs in 38 games, so no stranger to driving in runners and looking to drive in a pair here. Durazo playing shortstop behind 0-2. They're hoping can not only produce on the offensive end, but defensively as well, as the Power have had some defensive woes at the shortstop position. Hasn't come back to bite them too much yet this season, but the month of July, you need to be playing your best baseball and have your best guys out there. The postseason looming in just a little bit over 2 weeks.
Yeah, caught right now, too. All 3 pitches to Durazo have been off speed, moving off the plate. This time, Durazo holds up, doesn't swing at that one. So we'll see here if Cott decides to change it up. He'll go 4 straight with the breaking ball.
It's been all slider. Think you maybe go with the fastball inside here, try and get a swing and miss. Doesn't, goes outside instead. Nonetheless, gets the called strike 3. Looked a little bit outside. Durazo disagrees. But nonetheless, he'll trot back to the dugout as he goes down window shopping.
Yeah, that one there. Maybe Cott got a favor there with that Sanders behind the plate. Nice little frame job there, but it definitely fooled the umpire because from our angle, you could see Sanders bring that ball all the way back to the corner.
And I think something that's incredibly undervalued now in the game of baseball with now the ABS is the importance of framing, and you see it here, and nice shot by Sanders. So Owen Michelson, for the second time in this first inning, will step to the plate. It looked like that pitch was in a similar spot. Called for ball 1. Michelson, hit by a pitch later, came around to score. It's the first of 4 power runners to score so far in this first inning, and going to add on even further. His first strike Michelson has seen all day, and that one might have been out of the zone, but saw 5 straight balls, and he's got the urge to swing the bat here.
Oh, and you can really put an emphasis on a big inning if Michelson can find a gap here.
He's so prone to do that this season. Maybe not home run power, but gap-to-gap pop is Michelson. It's an incredibly valuable asset to have, especially from your leadoff hitter.
And not oftentimes, as of lately, as Michelson came up with a lot of runners in scoring position, as most leadoff guys, you don't really see them with a lot of RBIs unless you're like the new age leadoff hitters that just hit solo bombs.
And that's something that really isn't Casey Dill's bread and butter. He likes to go a little bit old school, run the bases, and you don't see the bunt too much, but something that the Power will do from time to time as Michelson is ahead 3-1 in the count. Just looking for something to hit. Pitch. Michelson wanted it. Called for a strike, and now a payoff pitch upcoming. Sachs back with power.
Big payoff pitch here now from Cott.
Michelson only 7 RBIs on the year due to him being a primary leadoff guy, looking to maybe get himself into double digits with the runners on the move. The payoff pitch, that one on the ground. Shortstop Fields throws over in time, and Enberg will make the catch for out number 3. Power leave them loaded, but not before they put up Quattro. A good start for the Power here in the first inning. They'll take a 4-0 lead to the top of the second, where they hope Jimmy Welcher can limit the damage right where it is when we get back.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta, For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
And welcome back here to Palm Springs Stadium. Sam Egan joined alongside my good buddy and colleague Ethan Oliveros, and there was a big inning for the Power. Pick it up right where they left off last night. And what an impressive performance it was from the Power. Had their season high in hits with 18 and already 5 in that first inning. Looking real dangerous here so far.
Yeah, and a big reason, why maybe the pitching staff has been dominating as of layers because of things like this. When you have that run support behind you and you could go in as a pitcher and just be so free and loose on the mound and have much confidence.
I love the way you said that, free and loose. That's how Welcher typically pitches, but especially when he gets to be comfortable with the lead like this early on, as he has for the majority of the year.
And I think any pitcher that gets a 4-run inning from their offense in the first inning is going to feel very comfortable throughout the game.
So for Welcher, maybe in his last outing, though, was maybe a little too free and too loose because the Power put up runs in bunches, but Welcher also gave up quite a few runs in those 4 innings, giving up 5. And there's something uncharacteristic from him. He was giving up some walks and running into hard contact. And important for Welcher to just attack the strike zone and attack the corners and continue to get quick outs.
I think a big thing also is stay ahead of the count.
One skied in the air, right field, but it's going to be a can of corn, and Lindbergh goes down on the fly ball to the right fielder for out number 1. Rather routine play for Hurtado, and a rather unfortunate play for the fans here in attendance as the beer batter, which for those who don't know, if you strike out as the beer batter, it's discounted beers for everyone at the ballpark for 10 minutes, and unfortunately, beer batter in his first go-around does not strike out.
Yeah, I can only think of a few times where the crowd has been blessed enough to receive those discounted beers this season from our beer batters. I feel like every time it's beer batter night, they don't strike out. Anytime there is no beer batter night, for the cleanup guy's always striking out.
Tell you what, whenever there's a beer batter, when I have an off day, he'll strike out no times. But if Jack Lennon gets an off day, he'll strike out 3 times. And the irony of all that is Jack Lennon is under 21, so he can't even get beer. Two-1 as this one skied in the air on the infield. Hasso now calling for it and will make the catch. Pair of weak fly balls and rolling on the mound is Welcher.
Yep, looking to continue what he did in the first. Went a nice 1-2-3 with 2 flyouts, and already in this inning, quick 2 outs with 2 flyouts.
8-pitch first inning for Welcher and 8 pitches and getting the first 2 outs here. Effective would be under 15 pitches in 1 inning, but to be under 20 in potentially 2, we haven't seen a power starter go a complete game all year long, but we did see our first complete game in the PSCL this season. Now, granted, those games are only 7 innings, but
so impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah, very.
And what was very impressive about that, there was a no-hitter brought into the last inning, and with 1 out, no-hitter was unfortunately put to a screeching halt as this one's in the air, right center field. Going to be a tough play, and will go off the wall. Sanchez going to field it off the carom, and that'll be a 2-out double for Mitch Nelson.
That's a great piece of hitting there from Nelson. That left-on-left matchup didn't seem to fool him at all as he gave that ball right out there to, close enough to the deepest part of the yard as it one-hopped the wall. Nice relay by Sanchez to get that ball in fast to leave him at second.
And Sanchez, he got a great read on it. Went first step back, just way too far back for him to even have a chance at it. Now an RBI opportunity for Saunders. Backstop in this ball game. Who's got the thrill of walking up to Elmo's World.
Hey, anything we can do our music team to distract hitters. Will Elmo's World work? I guess we're about to find out.
We've seen Elmo's World. We've seen the Wiggles. Got everything in there. Ball and a strike. Sanders. Another lefty in the on-deck circle. So not the end of the world for Welsher to not try and attack Saunders too hard here. Hoeninger on deck.
Right here, if you're Welsher, this is where you lock back in. You give up the 2-out double. This is where you settle in and stop it now.
Pitch number 15 of the inning. That one's in the air left field. Going to be a tough play. Or not. Brett Williams with ease on that. I thought that one was going to drop a little quicker as it went off the end of the bat. But Williams will make the play, and Welsher will leave the field with yet another 0. Jimmy Welsher doing Jimmy Welsher things. His offense loves to give him run support, and he'll love to get some more here, and we'll see if that can happen when we get back here on the the Palm Springs Power YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Second inning of work for Caden Cott here. And he's going to hope that he went a little better than his first go-around. His power batted around. And that'll be the 2-hole hitter and Jaden Sanchez after the power brought up 10 to the plate with Michelson being the last of the 10.
Yeah, and Sam, we mentioned in our pregame show about how maybe the Anchors can turn this one around today after a devastating loss yesterday, is having the pitchers keep them in this ball game.
And that's not going to do it.
That doesn't help here in the second.
Does not help at all. Quick hit by pitch, and waddling over to first base is Jaden Sanchez. Had a double in his last go-around, and speaking of doubles, Brett Williams also doubled. There's 3 straight extra base hits for the Power that really set off that first inning. Double from Sanchez, a double from Williams, and the home run from Holmes.
Well, Sanchez is known to go ahead and take a bag. He's up to 5 stolen bases on the season.
See if he tries to show off the speed here.
He's bouncing around over there.
So, yeah, he's making some movement, trying to get in the pitcher's head.
Oh.
That one in the air, right center field. That one's going to get down. That one's going to be big-time trouble for the Anchors. Sanchez putting on the burners, rounding third. He's going to head for the plate. It's not going to be much of a play. Williams with his second double in as many innings, and the Power lead 5-0.
Oh, and that's a beautiful piece of hitting. We saw Brett Williams do that yesterday as well, go away with it along with many Power hitters. Is if the ball's the other way, they're not trying to do too much and pull the ball. Just hit it that way, and right now, center fielder out there, Kroom for the Anchors, was shifted over towards the left center field gap, so that right field gap was about wide open. A bus cutter drove through that.
And Ethan, I know you got to interview Brett Williams yesterday. You might have to get familiar with him.
It definitely could happen today after he's now 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 3 ribbies. He might be player of the game back-to-back games.
Here's another potential candidate, and R.J. Holmes had the homer earlier in the ball game. 2-run shot. Put a massive dent into this game, and one of the hardest hit balls we've seen all season from R.J. Holmes, and from the Power in general. Holmes lines this one into left field. Going to be a tough play. Diving and making the catch. Trying to get Williams that second, but cannot. What a effort out there by Grant Hoinger.
Yeah, and that is not an easy play at all. Not just because of full extension. That one was not hit off the barrel at all from R.J. Holmes. That was hit inside off the hand. So oftentimes with those balls, and it's coming right after you at the left field position, it's hard to read that ball, and you have to charge in right away to be able to make that play. So that's a great read out there by Hoinger.
Yeah, I think the hardest part about that play is as an outfielder, you're taught first step back, but you see the contact like that, and you know you got to go in, and you got to go in quickly.
Yeah, there was no backspin on that ball. That ball is top spin, and it's sinking fast.
And I know it's a 5-run game, so it's not as risky to dive for that play as it would be in a 1 or 2-run ball game. But if that ball gets away, Holmes is likely at third base, and Williams is around the bases, and that's the 6th run of the ball game. And now Richards into the right center field gap, and that one will fall. Walking on home, Brett Williams. Richards rounding second. He's going to head for third, and he'll get in there standing up.
Yeah, Sam, and I don't know about this defensive position out there in the outfield for the Anchors. They might have to go shift the other way because the Power are loving that right center field gap.
It's been a theme for this Power team, especially Richards loves to go oppo, and gotten a lot of opportunities to talk with Richards. Has phenomenal family as well, who they're not here at the ballpark. They're watching all these games, so I know they're fired up for that Caden Richards triple. And talking to Richards, kind of wanted to know his approach because he goes oppo so much, and that's something that's so rare nowadays in the game of baseball. And he says, yeah, that's 100% what I'm going for. Is now Michelson pops this one in the air. Going to be a tough play right on the rail, and foul. To put a bow on Richards tells me that unless he gets to 2 strikes, if he gets a pitch on the inner half of the plate, he's not swinging. He's looking for that pitch on the outer half, pull out his hands and take it the opposite way, and you saw that exact outcome right there and turn to a triple and a run, and he's hoping he can get himself across here thanks to the efforts of Hasso.
Yeah, and that's really a pro approach there because we see oftentimes in off, especially with younger guys, maybe not at the pro level, is, you know, that they say, you know, you ask it, oh, what's your approach? And then you go up there and they do completely opposite of what their approach was to. So to actually stick with the game plan, and even if that pitch looks good, you know what pitch you're waiting for. And I think that's why Richards has been so successful this summer with the Power.
And important for Richards, too, as he was, I guess you can say, in a mini 3-game funk. That broke him out of it instantly. Ball 1 strike, 1 out here to Alexander Hasso. And it's been Cott really taking his time out there on the mound. He's not been shy about holding the ball and pausing his delivery, trying to maybe throw off the timing of his Power's hitters. But it hasn't worked one bit so far. 7 hits for the Power on 6 runs. Also fouls that one off 2-2.
You ever think about it this way, Sam, though, as a pitcher, like these big innings, these long innings, high-scoring affairs, as you know, the pitcher that is getting all that run support, does you ever feel like, oh, man, I'm just ready to get back out there? You got to be so antsy, like, oh, I'm just waiting, ready to go back out there.
Well, I've seen it from Cam Whitty before when Power had a 7-run inning. He was just stretching with the armbands and pretty much mimicking a throwing motion to try and keep himself loose because he's sitting down there in the dugout for 20, 30 minutes. And you mentioned how rain delays can sometimes be an icing for a pitcher, and pitchers won't come back out if it's a long rain delay because they get too cold. Sometimes a long inning as well, if you're in your 4th, 5th inning of work and you've been out there for a while, a long inning like that in a middle inning could maybe be the end of an outing quicker than expected because you're sitting so long. 2-2 to Hasso. Swings and misses, strike 3. Going after a pitch well upstairs, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, maybe not with the location where Cott wanted that one, as that looked like a breaking ball that never really came back down and stayed up, and maybe Hasso thinking that the breaking ball was going to finally drop in the middle of the play, but it stayed up and gets Hasso to try to uppercut that one. He misses it.
It's A.J. McKenna who Had a base hit out in the right field in between the 3 and 4 spot, and now second baseman shifts over a little bit to where Bankina hit that ball back in the first inning. Part of the advantage for Bankina is they were shifted towards trying to get that double play, and Bankina hit it right into the hole that obliged that. Now he's looking for another similar outcome, and this time hoping to drive in a run, and he's ahead in the count 2-0.
Yeah, that left side is open. As you mentioned, the shift in the infield. Shifting has a pull. You got the shortstop shifted over just a little bit to the right of second base. That's Ferrucci.
If he's able to get on, that's a lot of speed on base paths as well. Sneaky speed in the 7 spot, or even if he walks here, you feel like he's almost a given to try and steal second base. Probably on the first pitch, too.
Yeah, there's been 3 free passes already from Cott, 1 walk and 2 hit by pitches. One of them came this inning, as there's the leadoff hit by pitch to Sanchez.
Rough day for the whip so far for Cott. Now the 3-0 is upstairs, and Bianchina takes ball 4.
Oh, Sam, you were talking about maybe stealing a bag here. Wouldn't be a bad time with 2 outs to get 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 hit from knocking in both runs.
I think it's a matter of when and not if for Bianchino.
Oh, yeah. He's already had 12 stolen bags on the season.
Team leader has the same amount of stolen bases as RBIs and looking to surpass his RBIs with stolen bases, which is something you never see in baseball, having more stolen bases than RBIs. And look at that lead.
I mean, I think, honestly, if he would have actually just gone for the bag, he might have got it right there. He was halfway with his lead. I mean, I don't know if Bianchino was maybe hope for him to pick over to get that one more run across.
Try to sacrifice the run for the out maybe with how long of an inning it is and just get Welcher right back out there. I think Welcher looks just fine. I don't know. It looks like he's eating something down there. I can't tell what it is, but it looked like he just... No, it's just a water.
Yeah, it's those mini cups. I was down there in the dugout today, and they have little mini water cups for these guys to go with the jug of water. So I can't even say chug because there's not enough water to chug out of the mini cup.
He's taking a shot of water.
Long pause here from Cott.
Now 1-1. Tato, who walked in his last go-around, is not really seeing too many strikes. It's a tremendous night here at Palm Springs Stadium. The mountains in the background, the palm trees as well, with the sun setting. As picturesque as it gets here. Beautiful, sunny California. And the weather this week, too, has been an absolute treat. We really haven't seen it get into the hundreds much, especially during the day for the PSCL, but even at night here during Palm Springs Power games, we're in the high 80s, maybe even mid-80s, and it's just as perfect as it can possibly be for a summer night. Tato, the 2-1 is there's 3-1. Power left the bases loaded last inning, despite scoring 4 runs, and looking to potentially load the bases again here.
Oh, you already seen R.J. Holmes hit a 2-run bomb off a 3-0 count, and Hurtado here with a 3-1 count. So we'll see. Probably a big hack from him if it's in the spot that he's looking for.
Get a little bit more leniency with the 3-1 green light, but the inability to find the strike zone. Good take. That one wasn't even close for Hurtado, and the bases are loaded once again. Sacks packed for Durazo. This is the second time in his 2 ABs he's come up with the bases loaded. Struck out in his first go-around. And now looking for his first power hit, RBI, first everything but strikeout. And that'll have to wait a moment, as with action in the bullpen, a quick mound visit. We'll see if that'll be the day or it'll be just a quick discussion.
Might just be a discussion here. We see the man in the bullpen kind of got up kind of late there.
It didn't seem like a sense of urgency to go to the bullpen right away. Typically, the manager's going to go to the bullpen. He'll look over to his bullpen right away, and he seemed to be making a Jedi toward his pitcher.
Well, if that is... Well, in yesterday's ballgame, starting pitcher Maceo Rose only went 2 innings as well. So, caught here just an out away from going 2 innings, and that could be the end of his day as well. So the Power... They got to the bullpen early, but Anchors only ended up using 3 pitchers in yesterday's ballgame.
got some longevity. And really, towards the end of the game, it looks pretty solid, at least on the pitching end. The Power's offense was silenced after the 5th inning. Just trying to get a read on who that is in the bullpen. When it is, we'll let you know. This one's got in the air by Durazo, dropping kind of fast. Going to be a tough play, and will be made for out number 3. Mitch Nelson makes the catch. Thought he might have been shaken up, but looks like he just dropped some equipment. Power strike once again, this time putting up a 2 spot. And it's been all Power in the early going. 6-0, we had top 3.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Hamburgers, all about.
Thank you for calling the Sandwich Spot. Is this a sandwich emergency? It's a sandwich emergency!
Great sandwiches made with love. The Sandwich Spot. Love all, eat all. Located in downtown Palm Springs inside of the Henry Frank Arcade.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Welcome you back to Palm Springs Stadium. Jimmy Welsher getting set for his 3rd inning of work, and he's got Grant Hoinger to deal with to start, and Hoinger, bottom half of the 2nd inning, made a tremendous catch, saved at least a couple runs.
And Hoinger in yesterday's ball game was only in for 1 AB, as this will be his first at-bat of the game as well, as he was lifted after that, so hopefully everything okay with him. Appears to be, since he's back in the starting lineup.
Already behind 0-2, and tough play to the shortstop, the newly acquired Durazo, and that'll be an infield hit.
Yeah, that one came off with a little bit of spin on it. Durazo tried charging to it, but was playing too deep anyway, so that one ended up dropping in front of him. And after it dropped, you knew Hoinger was probably going to beat that one out.
Yeah, tough read for Durazo right there, and it's a little duck snort that found its way down, and sometimes when an offense is struggling, you need to find any way to get the offense going, and they're hoping it was exactly that. And now the 9-hole hitter in Kroom, a lot of speed in center field, is looking to lay down a bunt here. And in a 6-run game, obviously you need as many base runners as possible. I think he's going to try and bunt for a hit here. Is now another pickoff move. Richards already shifted well in on the grass.
Yeah, with Richards coming in to crash, if you're Kroom, this ball's got to be bunted towards first base side.
Wants it straight back instead, and he's behind 0-1.
A little surprising here. You're down 6-0, and we have the bunt sign on.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah. I get you want as many base runners as possible, but this is a sack bunt situation, especially with him bunting early. He's not bunting for a hit.
I think he's trying to bunt it for a hit, though, which is the problem. And it's proven unsuccessful so far. He's already behind 0-2. And that's the problem with that, is a couple of those pitches maybe looked like they weren't in the zone, and now you're behind in the count 0-2. And you're pretty much digging yourself a massive grave, and with Welsher being so good in 2-strike counts of getting a ground ball. Gets the strikeout instead. His first of the ball game. You don't see too many of those from Welsher. Averages about 2 a game. And that's his first of the game. Is now Anchor's trying to still figure out who's hitting next. And it'll be Guevara.
Yeah, and you had mentioned kind of just handcuffing yourself in that bat for Kroom. You get 2 pitches to bunt, you foul them off, and now you're down 0-2. Approach just changes, goes way out the way.
Yeah, it shifts the entire complexion of an at-bat. For Cream, you obviously want to go up to the plate ready to hit. And when you get put into a tough spot like that, it makes it nearly impossible to come up with the result in an 0-2 count. As that one's down the left field line, just foul. Guevara looked like he may have had a hit and potentially the first RBI of the ball game. That one just hooking foul, unfortunate for Welsher. If you're Welsher, you've seen these lefties start to get on that pitch on the outer portion of the plate. So maybe try and jam these guys inside, get a ground ball to the right side, and maybe end the inning. Said a little bit too far inside, goes for some chin music instead, and it's 1-1 to Guevara.
Yeah, it looked like indeed he was trying to attack the inside corner, especially when you throw that breaking ball already towards the outside of the plate. These hitters got to stay so far back and see it late. So then that's when you could get the jam piece with the fastball inside.
Goes with another breaking ball on the outer portion of the plate, and typically you see Welsher force hitters to get under the baseball, or get on top of the baseball, I should say. No, I was right the first time. Get under the baseball, but that time he was on top of it. Welsher, typically he does give up damage. It's when guys are top of the ball, putting it in the air instead of on the ground.
And there was another breaking ball from Welsher. I think now is here where you go with that heater, because it looks like Guevara is maybe just inches away from putting some damage on one of these breaking balls. He's fouled him straight back.
And most guys in 2 straight counts are looking for a heater upstairs. I think you go heater downstairs here instead. 1-2. That one popped in the air left field. Tough play for Williams, but makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, so far, Williams out there in left field. This is his first start out in left field this season for the Power. He's done. He's got 2 putouts. I was wondering, too, going into this one is, Williams has not played outfield all year this season, so we'll see how he plays. But so far, 2 for 2 out in the outfield.
Typically, when you get put into a new spot, the ball just seems to find you. It's just how it goes. It's how baseball works.
Yeah. Especially, too, if you're let's just say a defense replacement, too. That ball is going to find you, so you better be ready.
You see it with the defensive replacement more than anything. Now that one on the ground. Richards goes past his glove, throwing over to first, and time is Durazo. Tough play, but nice play, and that's 3 innings of nothing for Jimmy Welsher. Power have gotten 6 runs in the first 2 innings already, and looking to add on here. We'll see if they can do just that when we return.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And the book is closed on Caden Cott. And barring something drastic, probably on pace for the loss here. 2 innings, 3 Ks, 3 walks, 7 hits, 6 runs. All of them will be earned. Also had 2 hit by pitches as well. So when one door closes, another one opens. And the door has opened for Isaac Okajima as he now enters the ring, and I feel like it's fitting to call this stadium, give it the ring, as we had Micromania here last week, and what a joy that was. Have a new favorite wrestler, and his name's 25 Cent.
Were you into WWE growing up?
I was not, actually. I was not a big... Even now, I'm not too huge into UFC. I did enjoy UFC 250. I thought that was a great card, but I mean, other than that, I'm not too invested into UFC. Was never really big into WWE, and I got invited to go to WrestleMania once. They used to have it in Chicago all the time, and
you didn't go?
I didn't go, man.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't go.
I'm disappointed in you.
I think
that is the biggest event in wrestling.
I think I skipped it for a White Sox game too. Like there's 81 of those in a summer, and I skipped it for WrestleMania.
That's a mistake. What do you know what WrestleMania that was?
I don't, man.
It don't even matter which one it was. That's a that's a mistake.
So third time we'll see Owen Michelson here now. He is one of the characters on this team. And speaking of WWE, gave the nickname of John Cena to the guy in the hole in Brett Williams.
Yeah, that's what Brett Williams had told me last night in that interview, was that Owen Michelson is the creator of the John Cena nickname.
Michelson has been the creator of rallies for this power team and the creator of nicknames as well. He's been an absolute character. We saw him mic'd up on the Power's Instagram last night, so I know you had a little promo back in our intro, so I'm going to get one of my own in. So if you haven't checked out the Power's Instagram yet, go check it out. Owen Michelson mic'd up last night. Absolute comedy.
Got to give ourselves a shout out here and there, Let the people know, check us out.
Very own Brooke Morris and Tamar Weber doing a great job with their Instagram page. All our social medias as a whole, they're doing a great job of keeping up with. Best way to keep up with us is on Instagram, Facebook. I guess those two are, pretty much tomato. So that's ball forward to Michelson.
And Michelson has reached twice now without lifting the bat off his shoulder. In the first, a hit by pitch, and now here in the third via the walk.
And he's seen, my math is correct, 13 pitches. 14 pitches. 11 of them have been balls.
Talk about staying patient, huh? It could be so hard when you're trying to go there and swing the bat.
It's part of the instinct of a catcher, understanding the strike zone. And yes, you want to hit the ball. You want to produce a result. But as a leadoff man as well, you getting on base is just as important, if not more important, than you getting a leadoff hit. Because either way, you're finding yourself on base and getting the rest of your lineup to pick you up and get you around. Sanchez lines this one up the middle. Base hit. Michelson going to put the brakes on at second base. So station to station here so far. 2 on, nobody out. That's been the theme for the Power. It's been 2 on, nobody out in the first 2 innings. And Brett Williams with another opportunity to drive in a pair as he did back in the first.
Yeah, and this is a good sign I was talking about for Sanchez for the past week and a half. But starting last night and now here today has been on the right trend, as he had 3 hits and a pair of ribbies yesterday's ballgame, and now already has picked up 2 hits and has reached base every single plate appearance.
Power have 6 runs, 3 of them courtesy of this guy at the plate. These runs batted in, that is. He also has 2 runs. He's responsible for 5 of the 6 Power runs so far. What a story Brett Williams has been. What a last 2 months for Brett Williams it's been, honestly. His college, St. Mary College, beat off the wire-to-wire #1 team in the country, UCLA, and knocked them out of the college postseason. One of the biggest upsets across college baseball all season long. And they did it by not beating them once, but twice. Both absolutely thrilling ball games. We've seen a lot of St. Mary Power connections, some Power players, or some St. Mary's players coming through the Power during their time in summer ball. Williams ahead 2-0 here. The damage he's done so far, I mean, you don't want to pitch around him with 2 guys on. So now it's a bit of a conundrum here, like what do we do here with Williams?
Oh, are we another 3-0 green light here?
I think you got to be. With how well this team has been swinging 3-0, you may not see a better pitch. An obvious fastball count. 3-0. Williams takes.
Probably good
take.
There. Yeah, that one was dotted right in the outside corner. Because I think it's got to be one of the most humiliating things. You get that 3-0, 3-1 green light, and you just absolutely roll over or lazy pop-up. You'll get some death stares from the bench, specifically your coaches.
A little bit more of a green light here for Williams on 3-1. Sees a similar pitch. A little bit lower this time. That one's ball 4. And so every time the Power have loaded the bases, they've left them stranded, funny enough. But for the third time in many innings, sacks packed with power. R.J. Holmes already a homer in this ball game. How cool would it be to see another Holmes homer?
Holmes already had that 2-run home run in the first, and now, hey, you pick up a grand slam here, we're already at 6 RBIs. Which that would tie his career night that he had that one night, correct? He had 6 RBIs in the game when he was a triple shy of the cycle?
Yes, when he had 6 hits.
Yeah.
6 hits, 6 RBIs.
And you could match that here, and you could match it early here in the third.
At least for Holmes, you want to get at least a couple. Flew out in his last go-around, but was absolutely robbed. A diving catch out there by Hoinger. And Holmes looks right back at the dugout after taking strike 1. Been some struggle of command for Okajina. So taking until he sees a strike, and he thought he may have seen the best pitch to hit all AB in all innings so far. So now we'll adjust on 0-1. It's 1-1.
Yeah, we know Holmes looking for maybe something on the middle to inner half, as that's where he likes to do his damage. Holmes, a big pole guy, as we've already seen already, that 380-foot bomb.
Product of the Who's is Holmes, a local California guy. Took his talents from the Pacific to the Atlantic Ocean, as now he lines this one down the right field line. That one will fall. 1 run is in, the second one, and Sanchez walking around the bases. He will score. And that's a 2 RBI, 2 baggers. Now the ball gets away, and they'll advance 90 feet on the error. It's only 2 RBIs there for Holmes, but nonetheless, he'll take it as he settles himself into third base, and the Power settle themselves with a 9-0 lead.
Well, now it's a 4 RBI night now for Holmes. And I mentioned, Holmes looking for middle to inner half to pull the ball. They're right there. It just proves me wrong. It just drops one in near the right field line.
After he pulled a rope for the hardest hit ball of the season for the Power, you're like, oh, he's just going to pull the ball. First 2 at-bats, home run, fly out left field. Third at-bat, you're thinking, oh, he's just going to keep going to the pull side, right? Nah,
nope.
I'll go the opposite way. And that's what's just so effective about him is he can go to either side of the field. He can go up the middle, and he'll do damage. Song Fernando playing in the background. Wondering where our friend Fernando went in the broadcast booth. Fernando, a stuffed animal that our colleague Stephen Buxton brought up here on the first day, and he's just kind of been like the elf on the shelf, finding different spots around the intern room, around the broadcast booth. Got to give a shout out to my boy Fernando Mendoza, national champion.
Boo.
Go Hoosiers.
Boo. And I say that because I'm an OHIO fan, so
an incredible
like
Big
that.
Ten championship game.
Bad memories. Bad memories.
Him just like the guy at the plate and Caden Richards taking their talent to Las Vegas. Richards with the running Rebels of UNLV and Mendoza with the Raiders. Richards had that RBI triple in his last go-around, showing he's got the power and he's got the speed. Know his family and Richards himself, big Cubs fan, so had to include a little verse of Go Cubs Go in there. One of the worst songs ever written, by the way, as that one's through the infield base hit. Richards will have another RBI, and that's 10 runs already on the ball game for the Power, and we're only in the third inning. the second 4 spot that we've seen. And wow, what an offensive onslaught we've seen from this team in this series.
Yeah, and 5 hitters come to play. All 5 reach base now for the Power. And assuming the Power hang on to win this one, as I know it's only the 3rd inning, but now you're in double digits. They go ahead and do close this one out. It'd be a 6-game win streak, and now 5 out of the 6 that they're in double-digit runs.
So now Alex Hasso steps in as he's aggressive swinging away at the first pitch, and Welsher has had a lot of time to sit down in each inning so far. So I think at some point for Welsher, he's maybe just getting used to having a lot of time to rest in between innings.
Do you think that gives you as a starting pitcher a little bit less of a leash of how far you go in the game now, since you're having these offense outbursts, long innings, you're going hot, cold?
Yes and no. I mean, it depends on the situation, because if you're in a situation where your bullpen's taxed, which, I mean, the Power's bullpen isn't exactly taxed by any means. They still have a lot of fresh arms up and ready to go. But if you're in a situation, especially down the stretch with postseason play coming up, and you want to preserve your higher leverage arms for higher leverage situations, I think it could extend the leash to an extent to give the bullpen a break. But if you're in a situation where all your arms are loose and ready to go, it can shorten an outing for sure, just to get some guys some innings. Hasso flies out, and we finally get the first out of the inning after the first 5 batters have come up and gotten on or gotten around.
And no one up and moving in the Anchors bullpen as well. As same thing as yesterday, they kind of maybe looking to here to just try to stick this one out with as least of pitchers as possible.
It's an Anchors team that is probably playing the best team they'll face all season long. They had a 14-game winning streak coming into yesterday. They haven't seen an offense like the Power yet this season, and they've gotten in for a rude awakening in this 2-game series here. It's an entourage of Division I talent. Here's another one of those guys, an A.J. Bianchina, who has reached in both plate appearances so far today. As that one gets away, Richards not even going to bother going for second base in a 10-run game. I don't think he read it out of the dirt immediately, and by the time he realized it was at the backstop, he's like, eh. Tell you what, though, I could probably hear his dad right now saying, "Come on, Caden, you got to go to there."
It too. Richards gave a look. Even when that ball was still rolling away, he gave a look towards, his dugout and towards manager Casey Dill was probably telling him, "Hey, just pump the brakes. We're good."
So hoping Bianchina can get him to second base in any sort of facet as he pops this one. Third baseman looking like he's got room near the Power bullpen, but not enough room, not enough range. Guevara was trying to make what could have been a web gem, but instead turns into a foul ball.
Well, back to your point, though, it kind of is normal for, especially in sports, for your dad to be your biggest critique.
I'll tell you for sure, my dad was definitely my biggest critic. The World Cup starting, I feel like this is kind of a fitting story. My dad would sign me up for rec soccer as a kid, and when I got to like 4th or 5th grade, they started to implement the offsides rule, and I didn't exactly know what that meant. And my dad wasn't a big soccer guy, as the 3-1 coming to Bianchina is popped in the air foul. So first game of the year, just like in basketball, my go-to was not play any defense and just sit in the offensive end and score. So I score 3 goals.
Cherry pick.
And all 3 of them get waved off for offsides.
That flag came up, and you had no idea why that ref was waving that flag.
And by the time I got my 3rd offsides, I still didn't know the rule, but my dad had caught on. And he's just screaming at me, "Stay behind midfield till your team has the ball." Bianchina will take first.
And that was the end of your soccer career.
Yeah, it didn't last too much longer after that, as we'll let the professionals do it now. As big congratulations will go out to our U.S. men's national team as they go on to the round of 16. Nice 2-0 victory for them. their backs against the wall with a red card in the second half and still battled their way through it. Eric Hurtado, a pair of walks in this ball game, is looking to take the bat off his shoulder. Hasn't gotten much of anything to hit, and he's hoping now, facing a new arm in Okajina, can shift the tides a bit. 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third for the Power. 10 runs on 10 hits for them, and only 2 hits and nothing on the score sheet for the Anchors yet. Now it's 1-1.
Hurtado last season with Mount San Jacinto, but now is going to be going to Cal State San Bernardino. He appeared in 40 games, batted .350 with 49 hits, drove in 29 with 12 doubles, a pair of triples, and a pair of homers. Was 24 for 26 on the bases as well. That's a nice percentage there.
It's like a true 5-tool guy. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Was named to the first team all-conference in the Inland Empire Athletic Conference and an IEAC Gold Glove recipient after notching only 2 errors on the season. 2 errors in 40 games. That's pretty impressive.
I know errors a little bit harder to come by the outfield, but still a very impressive stat nonetheless. He said exactly, hit it nail on the head. Gold Glove, can hit for power, can hit for contact, can go for speed. Whatever you ask him, wherever you ask him, he'll get it done on the field, and that's why he's in this position with the Power in a lineup that's stacked with Division I talent. We've heard Casey Dill say it himself that Division I baseball isn't the end-all be-all. If you want to go and play pro ball or play baseball after your career, sometimes Division II, NAIA, that may be the best path because that's where you get noticed, that's where you get more playing time, that's where you get more reps, and you can just get better by getting more reps and more playing time instead of maybe riding the pine at a Division I. I think that's such an important message because, yes, there's a lot of Division I guys on this team, and Coach Casey Dill loves to have his Division I front-loaded talent, but he's also able to recognize talent from other levels that maybe should be playing higher levels of baseball but aren't yet, and he's trying to help get those guys noticed, which is an incredible nod on Casey Dill, who has spent time as a scout. He is baseball through and through as swing and a miss strike 3.
Yeah, I think that's what coming to play with the Power is all about. You come and play with the Power, has a high reputation. They're back-to-back CPCL champs, looking to make that 3 in a row here with this squad, but 4 in a row now, with this squad, and they're on the right path here with playoffs just 2 weeks away.
Currently holding the 1 seed in the CPCL right now as well, so lots to brag home about, but still a long way to go and a short time to get there. That one is popped in the air center field. And Durazo, for the 3rd time, is brought down, and he will end the inning. So the Power offensive onslaught cannot be stopped. A 10-run performance so far, and we're only 3 innings in. And yes, you might have hit the nail on the head. I think Welsher's day might be done, so we'll meet the new Power arm when we get back here to Palm Springs Stadium. 10-0 Power, we head top 4.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online.
And welcome back to the CPCL here on the PS Power YouTube channel. Sam Egan joined alongside my good buddy Ethan Oliveris. It's been all power here so far, 10-0 as we head to the top of the 4th. Lights are on both here in the broadcast booth and at Palm Springs Stadium, and tough to beat playing under the lights. I feel like every little kid's dream is to be playing under the lights of some baseball stadium in a beautiful ballpark here at Palm Springs Stadium. As quick result, the 3-hole hitter and the leadoff hitter of the inning in Fuderici.
Yeah, nice start here from Ortiz. This is Ortiz's 5th appearance on the season, just 6 innings coming into this one. 1 run, no earned run on the season. He has 8 strikeouts on 0 walks.
And I think for Ortiz here, he's just trying to have a long outing. If he racks up strikeouts, great, but he's just looking for quick, efficient outs. As for our second time of the game, the beer batter and Ken Imberg coming up to the plate.
And we're just hearing the beer chants here, whether they're coming from somewhere down here at the stadium.
Oh, you know the vibes are high when you have the players themselves heckling for beer. As looks like there's someone warming up in the Power bullpen for an instant, but he doesn't have a catcher. So just going through the motions more or less. As I believe I just heard Owen Michelson, the center fielder, scream for beer.
That would be center field. That's Jaden Sanchez out there. Michelson behind the plate here tonight.
Oh, that would be correct. Michelson typically out in center field.
But Sam, nonetheless, we're 1 strike away for some discounted beers here for the fans at the stadium.
Fans are maybe already starting to get the party started. Seen some fans starting to get up out of their seat, and there it is, strike 3. Second strikeout of the game, and the first time all day the beer batter goes down.
Well, we love to see it. Another great pitch there from Ortiz. He has Imberg way out in front of that one. We're getting some discounted beers here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Our fans here getting up like rats on a sinking ship. Go collect their discounted beer.
That's strikeout number 9 on the season for Ortiz. If he can get to double-digit strikeouts before he even gets to 1 walk, that would be ideal.
Ideal would be an understatement, and we hope you didn't just give him the old announcer's jinx says he's behind 2-0 here. But especially for a guy at this level to have such an excellent command of the strike zone is incredibly rare. For Ortiz, especially if you want to play at the next level, they're looking for guys who can attack the strike zone, throw strikes, and force their defense to make a play. And speaking of forcing the defense to make a play, how about the effort out in right field by Derek Hurtado? That'll end the inning with an exclamation. Power still on fire. 10-0, we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
And welcome back here to the CPCL here on the Palm Springs Power YouTube channel. Good vibes up here in the press box. Saw a great race in between innings. One of our best in between innings that we've seen in our bottom of the fourth, or I guess middle of the fourth race around the bases. And now, for the third time in 4 innings, Owen Michelson will be leading things off.
Let's see if we can get a base hit here for Michelson. Has reached twice, hit by pitch in the walk. So I know he's looking to go ahead and swing that bat now.
So saw last night that every single power player got a base hit. And everyone but Michelson and the bottom 2 so far have gotten a hit for the power. And the only one not to reach all day has been Durazo in the 9 spot.
So we got 3 guys now, Sam, that we got to get a base hits here. Michelson and the 8-9 hitters, which are Hurtado and Durazo.
And that one's on the ground. Michelson thought he might have had a hit. That one bobbled. I don't know if that one was hit hard enough to be a hit. It won't. He reaches on an E5. But for the third time, when he's been the leadoff hitter, he's got on.
And going back to that last play to end the inning there in the top half of the fourth, we were just talking about Hurtado having a gold glove, and he's absolutely showed it right there. We talked about sinking line drives. Those aren't always the easiest ones, and nice little sliding grab there.
Seen a couple El Paseo web gems here.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get to hear it, though. I didn't hear that one from our PA announcer tonight, Vince Hesprick.
Tell you what, Vince does a fantastic job on the PA nonetheless.
Oh, he's just built for it. He's got that perfect, ad read voice. Perfect.
Certainly brings the juice to the ballpark and has been a great addition to our broadcast team.
And if you come to the park this Saturday for the 4th of July, Vince Hesprick will be the PA announcer. So if you're in attendance, he's the man that you will be hearing over our speakers.
And if you see Vince, go give him a hello and make sure to tell him bear down. So, funny story from Vince. He scared me walking into the press box today. I was walking in, opened the door, and he just screams, boo. And I screamed like a little girl. 1-2 to Sanchez. Upstairs, ooh. That one. Breaking ball that was framed very nicely. Sanchez, Williams, and Holmes. The ones due up after the error that got Michelson on to lead things off.
Sanchez looking to be his 4th appearance and the 4th time reaching, as he's reached a pair of hits and a hit by pitch.
So 3 runs in this ball game, no RBIs yet, which may hurt his case a little bit for player of the game, but that's not his fault he hasn't come up in RBI opportunities. Maybe one big swing can put a change in that. 2-2. That one fouled away and kicks some dust off the netting.
I said it last night. I was on the broadcast call with Stephen Buxton, and I was saying Jaden Sanchez reminds me of his pro comp would be Jarren Duran. Do you think that's a good player comp for him?
Well, other than the righty-lefty switch.
I
see like the tools, the skill set, even the swing's kind of similar.
Yeah, obviously you just have to flip sides. It's kind of harder sometimes when you have Jarren Duran who's a lefty and then a player that's a righty to compare, but you could say the righty version of Jarren Duran.
I don't mind that comparison at all.
The tools are definitely there. The defense, the aggressive base running, the swing, speed in the outfield as well is amazing.
Plus speed for sure in center field. He's facing a payoff pitch. He grounds this one in between the 5 and 6 hole, base hit. Sanchez's 3rd hit of the ball game, his 4th time reaching in 4 innings. And the Power, for the 4th time in as many innings and all the innings in this game, have had their first 2 hitters reach. And that's turned into runs each and every time. And we'll see if that trend can continue here.
Oh, and Sanchez continues on the right path here. As you mentioned, playoffs 2 weeks away. How can that momentum keep rolling? Well, when you're swinging the bats like this, you just hope they don't go dry before playoffs appear.
Yeah, you hope that this run production can carry over for the next few weeks and that they're not peaking too early, as that one fly in the air by Williams. Both runners thought about tagging and thought against it. So no result there other than a first pitch fly out for Williams.
Oh, this guy coming up to the plate, Sam, has been an RBI merchant tonight. Already 4 on the night, and with Michelson at 2nd, or even Sanchez, we talked about his plus speed, ball hit to the gap. We could see Holmes pick up RBI number 5 and 6.
And Holmes hit one to the right side last time. Got a double out of it. He's got a homer and a double already, and he's already come up 1 leg short of a cycle once. You got to think he's trying to go the opposite way here and maybe get a triple and put himself a single shy. Right?
Yeah, you think so, and I can't say he got the hardest part of the way yet because I think it was me and you who talked about this, that the triple is the hardest one of the cycle.
Typically, so, yes, but this ballpark,
yeah, actually,
it's 50-50.
It's probably, you could either go either way with the home run or triple at this stadium.
Statistically, you see more triples here than homers.
Yeah. And honestly, here, you don't honestly have to even hit a gap. Down the line.
Down the line.
That's a far way down the line. It's a big outfield for these defenders to come in and try to play in as well.
And I think for Holmes, potentially, if he knows he's got the cycle on the line in a 10-run game, even if he hits one down the left field line, he may try and extend it for 3.
Well, big 2-0 count here.
See if he gets the green light. He does. Down the line. Nice stop, but foul.
Ooh. Luckily, that one foul. That one a little close there. Nice stop over there at third base from Guevara.
And at the speed of Holmes, you never know. Could have beat that out for a single. Probably would have gotten the force at third base with Michelson, actually. 4 RBIs in the ball game, 2 runs for R.J. Holmes. Him and Williams have been exactly the producers that you need from the top of your lineup, or the middle of your lineup, I should say. Your 3-4 hitters doing exactly what they should do. Saw you jump out of your seat for a second there, E.
Well, the head rose up. The head rose up, and I realized that one's going way over our heads.
Had a close call last night. Went about 3 rows shy, and Stephen Buxton said on the broadcast last night, I tried to bring out my inner Zach Hampel to no avail. Now, the real power move, and no pun intended there, would have been to jump out of the press box and make a play. R.J. Holmes At 3-2 here, you know he wants to swing the bat. He was robbed of a base hit that could have been a triple if it got past left fielder and Hoinger. Payoff pitch up coming to Holmes. That one on the line. Seems like it hit the ground. They get the runner at second. They get Holmes at first. A double play. Hung out to dry with Sanchez. Would have been a tough read for the base runner, but a nice play by the shortstop in Fuderici. For the first time all day, the Power come away with 0. Still an almost insurmountable deficit for the Anchors nonetheless. They're down 10, and they're going to need a lot in a short amount of time, and we'll see if they can try and cut in the deficit when we return.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Getting ready for the top half of the 5th inning, nearly halfway home as Caleb Ortiz takes the mound here. And it's been the Power offense really taking the spotlight for this team here so far. As that one's a comebacker right at Ortiz. 1 pitch, 1 out, an efficient start to this 5th inning.
I was about to say, Nelson has been the toughest guy to put out in this one, as he is one of the 2 hits in this ballgame, and there was an extra base hit back in the second, but not for Ortiz. 1 pitch, 1 out.
As Ortiz looking to continue to work quick after he did last inning as well. Went 1-2-3 through the Anchors lineup and is looking for probably the exact same thing here. Ortiz, I think I'm the only one who gets the announcer's jinxes. Every time you've said something, it's either, coming to fruition in the positive light. So that one is a tough play from Richards. A great scoop, a great throw, gets him in time. 2 up, 2 down, and 3 pitches. Tough play by Caden Richards that he made look routine.
Ole! Maybe we could say on that one, attaboy Richards. Oh, to stay down on that one. Nice pick. Nice throw on the other end. Way to help your pitcher out.
And Richards has shown that he's got a great arm. That's why you see him at third base. He's got great range as well and great baseball instinct. It's got to take a lot of great instincts to be at the hot corner. That one was hit hard, hit sharply, and to be able to quickly react and make a play while still making a really long throw is really impressive. And I don't think people really realize how long of a throw it is from third base to first base until maybe you look at like when baseball and football fields used to overlap each other. For example, maybe the Oakland Coliseum, and you'd see it'd be probably a 35, 40-yard throw from hash mark to hash mark on the football field. What a time that was, where baseball and football stadiums shared custody. Oh! That was a nice play by Hasso on a line. Seen some nice plays here by this Power defensive team all game long, but especially this inning. An inning full of web gems and tough defensive plays. Really quick inning from Caleb Ortiz. He's definitely earned himself at least a few more innings. And we'll see after a pair of zeros if the Anchors pitching staff can respond with yet another one. We're still at 10-0 heading to the bottom of the 5th.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Freedom has been ringing all day with a big USA win in soccer, and yes, it's called soccer. And Toby Keith just playing on loudspeaker here with America's 250th birthday coming up here this weekend. Going to be an exciting festivities here at Palm Springs Stadium Saturday with PSCL All-Star Game taking on the Palm Springs Power. We hope you join us on Friday as well. It should be another exciting ball game between the California Rush and the Power. Caden Richards swinging away at the first pitch, and he pops this one in the air. Pitcher calling for it and dropping the ball. Look at the hustle from Richards trying to turn that into a hustle double, and he's out of there.
Well, you don't often see that one. That's going to go down as an E1 and then a E4 put out there. Probably shouldn't have been Okajima's ball right there. Someone's got to come in and help him out right there.
Yeah,
but luckily, Okajima stayed with it because see some of the times pitchers just point up and they run out of the way.
So you like to see the hustle out of the box from Richards. You don't see that much from baseball players, and unfortunately his hustle out of the box did cost him. But most guys there won't even walk out of the box, and when that ball is dropped, they'll be hung out to dry at first base because they didn't run out of the box. So you'd much rather run into an out that way as opposed to just making a blunder by assuming you're out, walking back to the dugout, and then the pitcher drops it. So E1, 1-4. On a windy night here at Palm Springs Stadium.
And we got a pinch hitter here now for the Power. It's going to be number 32, Ramon Valenzuela. Who had a hit and a walk in last night's game where he got the start.
Curious where he's going to slot in defensively as he grounds one over to second base, and he will be brought down. 2 up, 2 down. And that second out a lot more conventional than the first. Tell you what, got our kids call the game going on right now and doing a fantastic job with some tough last names. So great job by those kiddos to our right, potential future broadcasters.
And Bianchina here has reached all 3 times. A single in the first, walk in the second, walk in the third. It's up for his 4th plate appearance here, now in the 5th.
It's been a successful day for the Power all around, but Bianchina, especially as he lines one just over the head of the shortstop and Fuderici, and he's going to pump the brakes at first base. He saw Richards get thrown out at second base, and he doesn't want to be the second guy in this inning to play it out at the second base bag. Hit number 11 of the day for the Power, and they will need 7 more if they want to match their total from yesterday. It's been the Anchors settling down a little bit on the mound. Okajima, after a rough first inning, has really settled in nicely, but fortunately for him and his squad, too little, too late, more than likely, unless the offense really flips the script. They've been struggling all series long, and granted a 2-game series against the Power, they've been struggling a bit. First pitch called for a ball. Derek Hurtado, a pair of walks and a strikeout. But the highlight of this game from him, that diving effort out in right field to end the last half inning. Or that was the top of the fourth that he ended, excuse me. But an incredible effort to make the play and make the out. To give that much effort in a game that's so lopsided shows you just the type of ball player Hurtado is. Takes inside 1-1.
And those diving plays in the outfield, I was an outfielder back when I used to play baseball, and those diving plays are one of the best feelings in the world as an outfielder. It's something that you dream of in the outfield. Those are like the cool plays that you can make in the outfield. Throwing somebody out, robbing home run, and make a diving play.
Say probably the play you practice the most, I wouldn't say in the backyard, but you dream about as a kid, is making that robbed home run. And this ballpark, next to impossible to get a robbery, so next best thing is to make that web jeb diving catch. And we did see that indeed from Hurtado. Now he pops this one into the stands. Will it go over? It will, and into Sunrise Park. So we haven't gotten it in yet, so only fitting with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, we finally get a Deuces Wild.
Deuces Wild here, Sam, indeed.
And with number 22 on the mound, a lot of deuces all around. See, Plunks Hurtado, I think the ball was ruled dead by the umpire initially on the field. Hurtado.
I'm going to say he wasn't hit by that one. They're going to keep him here. Should be count full now.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I saw that ball bounce, but looked like the umpire ruled a dead ball initially. Saw him throw his hands up. Getting over on the wild pitch is Mankina. He has 12 stolen bases on the year and still looking for his first of the ball game. Every time he's come up until this AB, he's had people in front of him so he hasn't been able to swipe the sack. And there he goes, strike 3. Down for the second time on strikes and as many at-bats as Derek Hurtado, and he strongly disagrees with that one. We'll have to walk back to the dugout nevertheless in a 10-0 ball game. Second straight 0 for the Anchors, and they're hoping their offense can somehow feed off this momentum and start to maybe create a rally and make it a ball game. But all power so far, 10-0. Stick with us here on the CPCL.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Back here for top half of the 6th between the Anchors and the Power. It's a Power pitching staff that has been lights out against this Anchors team in this 2-game series. And Caleb Ortiz out for his 3rd inning of work. Ortiz has yet to allow a base runner yet. He's gone 6 up, 6 down since he's come on.
That's going to be Ortiz's Third inning of work here. With the College of the Desert last season, Ortiz had 12 appearances. He was a starter for 7 of those. Hit a 3.0 record, just shy of 50 innings pitched with a 3.10 ERA.
And we were talking about this earlier. 3.10 ERA is significantly better for a pitcher in college than a guy at a professional level. Some people will be like, oh, 3.10 ERA, that's okay. That's not anything great. But at the college level, that's fantastic. And we were having this discussion earlier.
Yeah.
And with the limited sample size for college pitchers, you have 1 or 2 bad outings that can seriously skew your ERAs. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3 from Ortiz, his second of his outing. To put a bow on that thought, it's really hard to sustain such a low ERA at the college level because you're only getting 49, 50 innings pitched max, where as opposed to the professional level, you're getting 100 innings and you get double amount of time to maybe avenge your woes and not have 1 or 2 bad outings skew a stat line as much as another quick result. A slow roller, Bianchina throws over to first, and that's quickly 2 up and 2 down, and 8 straight have been retired.
I mean, man, Ortiz might have somewhere to be after this one, huh? Maybe he's going up and down like it's nothing.
Does he have a date?
Hey, post-game interview on Ortiz. We'll see where he's going after.
Oh, he's going to be running. You're going to see him run towards the parking lot. No.
I won't even be able to get the post-game interview in.
Oh, 1. The count here with 2 away here to Junior Milan. Milan 0 for 2 in the ball game, a flyout. In his first at bat. Already behind 0-2 here. Pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. Second of the inning, third of the game for Caleb Ortiz. He's gone 9 up, 9 down in 3 innings of work. What an outing so far from him. Not that he needs any more run support from his offense, considering they have a 10-run lead. But they'd like to see them tack on a few more, and we'll see if they can do exactly that when we get back here to Palm Springs Stadium between the Power and the Anchors.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Grant Hollinger coming in from left field to the pitcher's mound. And we'll see if he can save the bullpen some innings. A bit early to go to the position player on the mound, but not when you see that Hollinger is actually a primary pitcher who's been playing as a hitter the last few days.
And we see in yesterday's ball game, the Anchors only used 3 pitchers, and now they're on their 3rd pitcher, so it could be here the rest of the way for Hollinger.
4 runs, all of them earned from Okajina, but his last 2 innings of work were flawless. Gave him only 1 hit in each inning and surrendered a couple of errors as well. Already 1-0 1-0 here to Durazo.
Durazo looking to reach base for the first time. He's been the only guy in this power lineup who has not reached base tonight.
Hurtado and Michelson don't have a hit as well, but Durazo the only one not to reach. And it's 8-9-1. Due up, or I'm sorry, 9-1 to do up this inning as automatic take from Durazo on 3-0. So an opportunity to get Durazo on the base paths for the first time today and potentially get him and Michelson as their hits. He's ahead 3-1 as he lines this one through for a base hit. Durazo, his first power hit, and he slips around first, trying to turn it into a hustle double, but a single nonetheless, and nice start to your power career.
And there it was again. Maybe he just picked up on what his teammates were doing, driving that ball towards the right side. Another great, beautiful piece hitting there. 3-1 count, not trying to do too much. But that ball jumped off the bat there.
Another leadoff batter getting aboard here. Michelson. Pair of runs in this game, but no hits, has reached on an error, a walk, and a hit by a pitch. He's led off the inning in 3 of his 4 at-bats. The lone at-bat, he didn't lead off. He didn't reach base.
Well, Durazo picked up his first hit, so how about we just back-to-back here now with Michelson in the 6th.
And Michelson's gotten on base anyway but a hit. Error, the hit by pitch, the walk. It's only a matter of time for Owen Michelson, who's such a prominent hitter for this team. A .394 average coming in today. But also that 500 on-base percentage is going to increase a little bit. Mentioned no homers yet, so not home run power, but he still has pop nonetheless with that 1106 OPS. And that's more gap-to-gap pop for Michelson. A lot of doubles. Sometimes they'll hustle them out into triples. Sanchez on deck, who's reaching all 4 plate appearances with 3 hits. Come on in an RBI opportunity. It'll come down to a payoff pitch to determine whether or not that'll be the case.
Yeah, trying to stay in the heart of the plate to Michelson is Honinger trying to work that breaking ball away. Just not being able to land it. I've seen some nice takes here from Michelson.
Payoff pitch upcoming, 3-2 as he checks his swing and he knows he went around, is a little disappointed himself. Goes down for the 2nd time today, the 1st time on strikes. That's 1 away here in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Michelson may be thinking, okay, he's going to challenge me this time, but Honinger decides to go and double up with that breaking ball, and this time he gets Michelson to swing as he didn't check that one.
So Honinger gets his first strikeout of the day. And the 6th overall by Anchor Pitching. 1-0.
It's going to be a pinch hitter now. Blake Mitchell. Well, this is going to be his 2nd game with the power. His debut was last night, where he had 1 AB in that one.
Down that number 35.
Mitchell was 1 for 1 with the triple.
Mitchell in a spot. He grounds it into the second baseman. He will get the first out on the fielder's choice, but that's all they will get. Durazo down, and he's going to reach on the fielder's choice.
And now manager Casey Dill starting to just empty out that bench with another pinch hitter, number 8, Blake Browning.
Blake Browning going to take over in the outfield. I don't really think it's a close second for who has the best hair on the team. It's Browning and everybody else. And with Williams having a great day already, it's going to come to an end. but not before a pair of doubles and 3 RBIs for Brett Williams. It's been on an absolute tear this season. Now was tied for Caden Richards for the RBI lead for just a brief moment, but Richards driving in 2 in this ball game now holds sole possession at the RBI lead at 19, and who knows, Richards may come in another opportunity to drive in more. Holmes on deck, then Richards to follow if it gets there with 2 outs. Two's apiece now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away.
Well, Sammy, you're talking about RBIs, and RJ Holmes came into this game 9 games played. This is his 10th game played, and he has 7 ribbies.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, so I'll have to put a bow on that thought of RJ Holmes. He'll lead off the next inning. We'll see who the new power arm is after Caleb Ortiz's dominant outing is complete. And with Welsher not going 5 innings, Ortiz on pace for the win, and we'll see who's on pace to maybe try and get a 3-inning save when we return here with more Power Baseball on the PS Power YouTube channel.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
And we welcome you back here to beautiful Palm Springs Stadium. Sam Egan joined alongside Ethan Oliveras. And Ethan, we got a new power pitcher on the mound, and it's going to be pretty much impossible to replicate what the last guy did in Caleb Ortiz. 3 innings pitching. He was perfect in those 3 innings. But what's the new arm in who is the new arm? Kind of swirled it already. Who is it?
It's going to be number 30, Josh Martinez, coming on. He's only pitched 1 game, small sample size for the summer here with the Power. That game was on June 12th. He pitched 1 game. He started it. He had 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, and had a pair of strikeouts.
Ethan, and he's got the heart of the lineup to face, and Federici starting things off. He swung at the first pitch he saw in his last at-bat and grounded out to the second baseman in Bianchino. So Federici, Imberg, and Delventhal were the 3 to come up in the 4th inning. They went 3 up, 3 down at the start of Caleb Ortiz's outing, and now they have the dawn of the new outing for Martinez, who's hoping to have similar success.
That's crazy to think the Anchors have not had a base runner until back in the 3rd inning. It was a leadoff base hit from Grant Honinger. That was the last time we've seen an Anchor player reach base.
And I think that as a whole is astonishing. 2 hits is crazy, but this is an Anchors team that hasn't gotten past second base yet.
Yeah, that was Mitch Nelson back in the second when he had that double. But then, like you mentioned, he didn't get past because the next hitter, Carson Sanders, behind him, flew out. So that's the farthest they've got today, and they're looking at least plate 1 across here in the game, or at least just for base runners as well.
Looking to at least have something positive to write home about. 3-2. That one on the line, fair ball. And through for a knock.
Nope. Might have jinxed that one, Sam. You're talking about the broadcast jinx right there. I have mentioned that there hasn't been a base runner reach, but now here is first base runner reach since the 3rd inning. It's Ferrucci.
Enberg looking to just avoid the, not inning-ending double play, but it would be a real wrench in the inning if he did. Sky Martinez, who likes to get the ground ball, as he does right there for Banquina. 6-3 double play. And that's a twin killing, exactly what the doctor ordered to start this 7th inning.
Well, at least you canceled out the broadcaster jinx there. I brought it up right there with the base in, and now you canceled it with bringing it up, getting the double play. Speaking it into fruition.
Got to give myself a nice little pat on the back right there, but more importantly, Bianchina's got to give himself a nice pat on the back right there. Stumbled a little bit on the double play, but a quick feed and a nice throw there over by Durazo. As quick and efficient as a twin killing as you possibly could have, and it helps when a guy like Enberg wasn't running out of the box either. So Noah Smith is looking to complete the inning for the Power here. Sees the arm on. Make it 2-0 here. Got behind in the first 2 batters that he faced, and then was able to recover on the second batter after giving up a leadoff base hit. It's now 1-1 designated hitter in Delventhal, who is popped out a couple times in this ball game. Popped out the first, popped out to right field as well, so he's been pulling the baseball. So you'd expect him to try and hit something again on the right side of the field. Saw Ethan jinx that earlier in the ball game, and I just did it again.
So it's been lefty opposite field hits here working for the Anchors in the 7th.
So yeah, once again, folks, that's not Josh Martinez on the mound. It is a different arm here.
It's Noah Smith for the Power. It's his first appearance this season with the Power as well.
So a good time for your Power debut here, and it's a low-stress situation, so you get to really show off all your stuff and bring the full repertoire to the table. He's ahead 0-1 here. To Mitch Nelson, who's 1 for 2 on the ball game. 1 of 4 hits for the Anchors in this game, and they've gotten half of their hits in this inning, as now Nelson has to jump out of the way, but can't. Gets plunked, and now it's the most amount of base runners this Anchors team has had on at one time, and that's only 2. And they're hoping they can at least get a runner past second base. But you'd assume a base hit would get that runner the windmill home. So a single, double play, a single, now a hit by pitch. Noah Smith looking to preserve the shutout here for the Palm Springs Power.
We'll see a pinch hitter on the other hand now for the Anchors. It's going to be number 24, Ben Johnston, replacing Carson Sanders.
He fouls that pitch off right there for it to be 1-1. They said Ben Johnston for a second, as in the Bears head coaches, and Johnston. Got a T in there. So he flies this one into center field. Sanchez ranging on it. Will make the catch for out number 3. So some high stress there for Noah Smith. Had 2 on, but didn't allow a run. And this is a Power team that has been in control from the start. They take a 10-0 lead into the 7th. It's stretch time here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 7th here, just about underway. And we had quite a treat in between innings, where typically we'll have 7th inning stretch singer here at Palm Springs Stadium, and we didn't have one today, so filling in for about the last 5th of the song was Owen Michelson, who was getting ready to take off the gear. He saw no one was singing the stretch, so he said, I'm good behind the mic. I'll take over.
The true Swiss Army knife. Catcher, outfield, singer, does it all.
Heckler.
That brings up RJ Holmes, who I was talking about last inning. Sam, I was telling you, this is his 10th game this season. And coming to this game, he had 7 RBIs. He has 4 tonight, so now it puts him at 11. So he has more RBIs in games played this season, does Holmes.
Good quick math skills from you there, Ethan. Glad to see you could do the first grade elementary math. 7 plus 4 is indeed 11. Holmes, who, if he would have gotten a base hit in his last AB, maybe could have shifted the complexion of this AB a little bit, trying to go for the cycle. Still trying to get a 3-hit day here, and Holmes, who's just been impressive all season long since he's gotten to Palm Springs, is to continue to solidify his role as one of the premier bats in this lineup. He wanted to prove himself as one of the best bats in the lineup by taking everybody else out in the dugout. If you're the only guy on the team, by default, you're going to be the best player on the team. And trying to take everyone out one foul ball at a time is RJ Holmes. Thankfully, actually, no one worse for the wear. Come back to the dugout, and instead, foul ball just to our right and over our heads.
Yeah, here at Palm Springs Stadium, the dugout setup is kind of
unique.
Yeah, unique. So it brings out both teams are always out of the dugout, sitting on the chairs. No one's ever really in the dugout, actually. Just pull up chairs right outside. It's the best spot, but that also is open to more injuries.
Swing and miss. Strike 3 to Holmes. He goes down on strikes for the first time today. And the dugouts on the outside can cause a bit of a delusion. I think we didn't see a better example of that than when me and you had a PSCL game. You were producing for me, I'm pretty sure, and one of the catchers.
Oh, yeah.
There was a baseball sitting in the dugout, and because usually when you have a baseball, you just, put it on like a railing or on the back of the dugout, but because no one's in the dugout, the ball is just sitting on the field of play as Richards grounds this one in between the 5 and 6 hole, a base hit. His 3rd hit of the ball game. But the ball was sitting on the field, and an errant throw went behind the catcher, and the catcher was looking around for a baseball, saw one in the dugout, and went chasing after the wrong baseball.
Yeah, that was one of the most bizarre plays I think I had ever seen. And
we both looked at each other and
like,
gave each other the look
yeah.
like, what in the world?
But not only that, too, that's some of the chaos that he caused. You see the bats that are always out there, but you see that always with the on-deck circle. You know, even at the pro level with all the donuts, the hitting weights that they use, that's always been like, you know, cause of concern for runners on pop-ups. But even with the players as well, they have to get up because they're in play. They're in the field of play.
There's quite a few obstacles, not just the dugout, but the camera wells as well are right on the field as that one popped in the air. Just getting onto that was Valenzuela, and catch will be made right along the line for out number 2 by Nelson. And we've seen sometimes either on errant throws to first base or on just those fly balls towards the third baseman heading towards the seats where that camera well's gotten in the way and it's caused some interference. But due to the ground rules, nothing against it. It's just another deviator, so to speak. 2 quick outs with the base hit by Richards mixed in between.
Bianchina looking to keep his night rolling, has reached in all 4 plate appearances, 2 hits and 2 walks.
I think with Bianchina reaching 4 times in a ball game, and he'd at least swipe a base or 2 by now, but that hasn't been the case because every time he's come up, he's had someone in front of him with the exception of the last at-bat, and probably could have had a stolen base if it had not been a wild pitch. Pitch on the outside, called for a strike to Bianchina.
Yeah, AJ Bianchino, based off his Pepperdine bio, his favorite players in the league right now: Alex Bregman for baseball, Christian McCaffrey for the Niners as well.
So he hits one right up the middle, comebacker off the mound and off Hoinger, and everybody's safe.
Make it a 3-hit day for Bianchina as well, and now has reached base all 5 times.
A couple of base hits sandwiched in between the Valenzuela fly ball. And now with 2 outs here, Hurtado, the only starter not to get a hit in this ball game, or correction, 1 of 2 starters not get a hit in this ball game, with Michelson yet to get one as well. But he's reached 2 times, as has Michelson, so everyone has reached for the power today. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for Hurtado. And an absolute web gem in the field. Be a nice time for that first hit. Down looking his last go around, went down swinging the time before that. Right fielder in this ball game, donning the number 29. Takes inside, call for a strike. Gonna be close to see if the Power are gonna match that hit total from last night or eclipse it. There was a season high in hits for the Power last night with 18. On the other side, only 4 hits for the Anchors. Is close take there from Hurtado, but he will get the called ball nonetheless.
Honinger now trying to put up 4 straight zeros now on the Power, as 2 of those came in from the reliever Okajima.
It's a Power offense that maybe took their foot off the gas a little bit after getting off to a 10-run lead.
Yeah, Power put up a 4 spot in the first, followed that with a pair of runs in the second, and then another 4 spot in third, but since then, like I mentioned, have been blanked.
We saw yesterday the starter get rocked for the Anchors, and the bullpen kind of alleviating the damage, but by that point it was too little too late. And we've seen pretty much the same thing here. Yes, the first reliever that came in, and Okajima, gave up 4 runs in his first inning, but he settled in smoothly after that and didn't give up anything, and now we've seen him pass the baton to Hoinger, and he's done the exact same thing.
He's 1 strike away now from back-to-back scoreless innings for Honinger.
Hoinger, who has 3 strikeouts already. Nice time for number 4 to come here, the 2-2. That one in the air, left center field. That looks like that's going to be trouble, and it will fall for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. That's going to be Richards. The second one going to hold at third base and Bianchino.
Nice piece of hitting there again towards the opposite side, but this time it comes from the lefty Hurtado.
Now batting for the Power from the College of the Desert, number 10, Caden Durazo.
Durazo base hit his last go around and ended up being out on a force out on the base path. It's on a fielder's choice by pinch hitter Blake Mitchell. Durazo took until his 4th at bat to get his first power hit in his power debut, but better late than never, and you're glad to get in your debut.
Well, Sam, now with Hurtado picking up his first hit of the ball game, Durazo got his last inning. Just the man on deck, and Owen Michelson, the leadoff man, the only one in the lineup without a base hit.
Michelson, who has reached 3 times today. Went to go pick up that foul ball and tried shooting it basketball style into a bucket. The good news for Michelson, it was a good-looking shot. The bad news is he completely airballed it. And he tries the skyhook now, and that one was even farther than his first attempt. 2-1 to Durazo, and it's now 3-1. 2 outs here. Michelson still's got the leg gear on, but he's hoping he'll have to take it off and come up with an opportunity with the bases loaded, potentially. Durazo in a 3-1 count. Kicks, deals, a 3-1 to Durazo, strike 2.
Now count full now with 2 strikes, with 2 outs. We'll see the runner at first, Hurtado, move it on the pitch here.
See if it has any impact on the pitch. Runner on the move. Called strike 3 right down the middle. Durazo goes down looking for the second time today. Power put up 1. And it's their first run to come across since the 3rd inning. The lead that much more insurmountable. 11-0 Power. We head top 8. Penultimate inning here at Palm Springs Stadium, assuming nothing chaotic happens. Been a fun ball game so far for the Power and their fans. 11 runs on 16 hits. 2 more hits would eclipse their season high in hits that they reached last night.
And be a new pitcher on the mound for the Power. It's going to be number 34, Quinn Stewart. Stewart, this is his 6th appearance, 5 1/3 innings. He's given up 4 runs, 2 walks on 3 Ks. ERA sitting at 6.75.
Here's 6-7. That one's in the air, left center field. That one will be ranged upon and making the catch. I believe that's Blake Browning, who just checked in a couple innings ago for Brett Williams, and that's the first out of the inning.
And just like the rest of these pitchers, relief pitchers, and even the starter Jimmy Welcher coming in, attacking the zone. And I've seen a lot of soft contact here tonight from the Anchors.
So only 1 inning from Noah Smith, went 2 hits, preserving the shutout, though, which is most important for this team. 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. But the goose egg on the scoreboard still remains for the Anchors. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The ball's 2 strikes here. Grounded past the glove of Hasso, just went through the wickets. I'm going to try and turn that into a 2-base error. And Will is crew.
Yeah, that's going to be a deep defensive replacement over there at first base. That's going to be Ramon Valenzuela over there at first.
Putting Valenzuela in a tough spot. He's not a primary first baseman and trying to put a natural infielder, although that's a grounder you'd expect any infielder to make. When you're at a position that you're uncomfortable with, it sometimes can cause you to be off your toes a little bit and be off balance, as we saw right there. Called a strike on a nice backdoor slider. Stewart trying to escape this inning with a 0. It's only the 3rd base runner we've seen at second base here in this ballgame, and we haven't seen a base runner go farther than that for the Anchors, and a swing and a miss, strike 3 to keep the runner right there. And now that's 2 away.
Yeah, right there, that hole at bat, Quinn Stewart was attacking in, and then he dropped in that backdoor breaking ball that landed. So when you drop it backdoor and then you come in with a fastball running inside, you'll see that awkward swing like that Guevara just took.
Nice job of mixing up both eye level and location. Continuing to attack the outside to the 2-hole hitter in Milan. Milan 0 for 3 in this ballgame, has a flyout, strikeout, and I believe that's 2 flyouts actually, as he hits one right over our heads. That one may be a little closer than we've seen for any other foul ball, at least in terms of coming to the booth for us. But ahead 0-2 is Quinn Stewart looking for that strikeout. And he did not get it. I was getting ready to take us into the break here for the 8th inning, or the bottom half of the 8th inning, I should say, but we'll have to wait a little bit longer. So now it's a 1-2 from Stewart. After working outside, may try and go in. Goes outside again, and that one a little bit farther off than the previous pitch, 2-2.
Yeah, he was looking to go back to the same spot there, but that one was just yanked. Well, I don't mind that one at all. Maybe drop in a little breaking ball here, see if we get Malin out in front.
The old Uncle Charlie will see if he can go with it here on 2-2. Does, and gets the strikeout looking. 2nd of the inning, and the shutout still preserved. The Anchors have still yet to get a runner past second base here today, and it's been all power. 11-0, we had bottom 8. Michelson, 7 in the plate. The only power player to not have a hit in this ballgame has still reached 3 times in this game. And Hoinger in for a second inning of work.
Here we go, Sam. Last chance here for Michelson to pick up the base hit and have the whole starting 9 have a base hit in this ball game.
Imagine that, back-to-back games where you have all 9
let's see,
hitters
get
get a
through.
base hit. It does get through, and you hit the nail on the head, E. All 9 hitters for back-to-back games for the Power getting a hit.
Yeah, now we're up to 17 total on the day, or on the night, I should say, here, and that's why, Sam, in our pregame show talking about playoffs coming in 2 weeks, we hope it was sooner the way the boys are rolling right now.
Yes, absolutely.
It cannot come faster.
But, I mean, with the way this offense has been swinging, if they're putting up nearly 17 hits and double-digit runs a night, by the time the playoffs come around, they're going to be scoring 20 a game?
I mean, that's what you'd hope. You always hope your offense is clicking, especially at the right times.
One is a rope down the line, but foul for Blake Mitchell. Ball and a strike to Blake Mitchell, who's getting his second at-bat here. Yesterday for the Power, 16 runs, 18 hits. I want a lazy fly ball to third baseman. He'll range over towards the camera well and make a play. F5, and that's out number 1 of the inning. Now it would be the responsibility of Browning to try and tie the team lead for RBI, or team lead for hits in a game this season by the Power. And additionally would be the 10th different Power player to get a hit, which we saw that yesterday as well. 10 different guys getting a hit. And this isn't a PSEL batting lineup where you get 10 guys. So Casey Dill knowing which buttons to push, and whether it's coming in fresh off the bench or getting the start. These Power bats have come ready to play here today and all week. To lead off base hit by Michelson. Mitchell will fly out, and now Browning behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back outs, this one on a punch-out. And that's number 3 for Hoinger.
Next up for the Power from the University of Virginia, number 24, RJ.
Yeah, Hoinger has done a good job. He's only gave up that 1 run last inning, but other than that, he's been throwing up zeros, and we see some good strikeout stuff from Hoinger as well.
As I miscounted severely, he has 5 strikeouts in this ballgame. Didn't take into account his 6th inning where he struck out 2. So he's been efficient on the mound. Unfortunately, hasn't gotten any help from his offense.
Yeah, it seems like we've kind of got it, or they've got it kind of backwards for the Anchors pitching staff, where the bullpen has done well late in games. It's really just been early on in this 2-game series dating back to yesterday.
And you said indeed that mostly when we see teams come to Palm Springs Stadium, the starters make it a game for a little bit in the first 4 or 5 innings, giving the Power some troubles, and then it's the bullpen that comes on, and usually that's when the floodgates start to open, but floodgates opened early. And they opened often here at Palm Springs Stadium. Holmes takes strike 2. You know, when you're up 11 runs, you might get a bigger strike zone, so you got to choke up on the bat, especially with 2 strikes, and just be ready to put anything in play, swing at anything close. 1-2. Checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Late appeal, but it is a strikeout nonetheless. It's been 2 strikeouts in all 3 innings for Hoinger. He finishes the day with 6, or you're going to assume that's his day, unless his offense can spark potentially the most improbable comeback in CPCL history. Got a long way to go, and they're chasing 3 outs. Power lead 11-0. We head to what will likely be the last half inning of this ball game. So last bats here for the Anchors. And they have their hearted lineup 3-4-5 to face yet a new arm here for the Power. And it's Joe Godoy.
Yeah, Godoy coming in. This is his 5th game, 7 2/3 innings, coming with a 4.70 ERA, 8 strikeouts on 4 walks on the season. And he's looking to hopefully preserve the shutout here at Palm Springs Stadium.
So are you ready for the ultimate announcer's jinx here?
Oh, I hope not. I've already been part of one today. Don't want to be part of a second.
So here we go. The Power pitchers in 8 innings have yet to walk any batters. So certainly they won't walk a batter here because I said that now, right? Certainly.
If they can end up getting that job done, I just looked down at the scorebook and realized that they have not had one yet. We've seen an impressive box score tonight indeed.
Only 4 hits, no walks. Base runners for the Anchors coming at a premium, and not one of them have been able to get past second base. Not to beat on a dead horse, but really just been that rough of an offensive day for the Anchors. Just when it seemed like it couldn't get much worse than last night, it might be worse. For a team that's had such a positive summer, you hope 2 losses against a really talented team like the Power like this doesn't deflate the balloon in your season.
Yeah, Anchors also, it's a young squad rolling in here and a lot of things to learn, but have been playing hard, and we've seen spurts throughout of some good things to happen. Hopefully you can make the most of those, and with those, take those good things and continue to build on them and grow.
So rare 3-ball count here. And I have my written apology already ready for Casey Dill, Zach Phillips, and the rest of the coaching staff. And there's ball 4. Your come on, man, and just a lot of other compliments from around the booth around me. I'm owning that one. That's on me.
That was the announcer jinx to an absolute T, what we just saw. You probably should have just kept that one in the bag.
Should have kept it till 2 outs. It's really seen if that theory comes to fruition. Hey, I wanted to show that I've really been keeping up with the stats here today and informing our viewers of just the impressiveness of the Power's pitching staff, but in turn,
Well, hopefully I can flip jinx this one, as Cam Imberg has already grounded into a double play today. So how about we see a second one here?
Roy working inside, trying to get him jammed and get that ground ball. He's behind in the count, 2-0. Unbelievable. What a jinx, man. 2-0. Swung on and fouled. Now 2-1 to Imberg, who mentioned the double play in his last go-around, and Power defense would really love that here. It's a nice play from Bianchino over to Durazo, and Hasso finished the feed. Three balls and a strike now. To the leadoff walk, in danger of walking back-to-back hitters is Godoy. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on what maybe could have been ball 4.
Yeah, right there, Godoy. You mentioned try to land inside, couldn't land inside, but here now on the 3-1, he does able to get it. If he could go back to it again, that's probably the recipe to success for getting this ball on the ground.
Setting up inside or outside instead was Michelson, and pitch went inside. It was hit hard, but hit foul.
Well, this time Imberg was thinking it was coming inside again, and he was way out in front of that one.
I think Michelson was one step ahead of Imberg, but Godoy just missed his spot. But fortunately, no significant damage done. Payoff pitch coming with nobody out and a runner at first base. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Imberg goes down on strikes for the second time today. Power are 2 outs away from victory and the shutout.
And I think that's the pitch that Michelson was looking for before, is outside This time it was the off-speed instead of the heater. Zimberg was geared up for it.
Great pitch call from Michelson to go right back to it. And just because the pitcher missed the spot the first time doesn't mean he's going to miss it again. And indeed he did not. Walk, a strikeout, and Delventhal has got a base hit in 3 ABs here. To have a 500 day, but got caught with a sword right there, checking his swing and went around. Ball and strike, 1 out. Number 1 at the plate and 1 on, so ones are obscene. As the runner will get to second base on the wild pitch.
Yeah, Godoy there looking like trying to land that back foot slider there, and that one just pulled in the dirt, and Michelson kicks away from him, can't knock it down.
One breaking ball. We'll see if he tries to do it again and try and raise his sights a little bit, or if he goes with the heater. 2-1. Indeed goes with the heater. Just late on it was Delventhal.
Well, now I feel like you have two options here. You could double back up with the fastball that Delventhal was late, or Delventhal, if you're trying to counterpart that, Delventhal was late on it. Maybe he's thinking, okay, let me load up earlier and get the bat head out in front. So you could drop in a slider as well.
Goes with the slider. Good call there, Ethan Olivares, and that is strikeout number 2 of the inning.
And right now, Michelson and Godoy are just one step ahead of these hitters. Imberg, same thing that bat before that. He was geared up, ready to go get that fastball, especially when you're late on it. Or, for Imberg's situation, he was way out in front. He's looking to do the same thing.
Was looking for that fastball. And when you get a pitch up in the zone, you're thinking it's probably going to be that fastball. See it break at the last minute and be completely fooled as Delventhal. Couldn't do nothing but wave and miss.
Yeah, and good first pitch strike here from Godoy on the inside corner to Nelson. Now that's a great start here with a great location. Now you have pitches to play with.
Fly ball in the air. This should do it. Sanchez ranging under it and will make the catch for out number 3. Ball game over. The Power are victorious once again. And it's loving in California for this team as they are on fire offensively. Power improved to 19-3 while the Anchors fall to 14-5. Power team who is already in first place just getting that lead even further and hoping that they can have home field advantage for when the postseason comes around in just about 2 weeks. For the Power, they are off tomorrow and then Friday have a home game against the California Rush. We hope you can join us at the ballpark for that, and we'll definitely hoping to see you on Saturday for the 4th of July where the Power take on the PSEL All-Stars, and that one probably going to be the most exciting game of the year at Palm Springs Stadium. Post-game fireworks. Should be a big crowd on hand, and we're really hoping you can join us for that. But nonetheless, once again, 11-0 the final here from Palm Springs Stadium. Your winning pitcher for the Power, going 3 innings, 3 Ks, and didn't allow a single base runner, was Caleb Ortiz. He wasn't the starter. Came in for Jimmy Welcher after 3 innings, but was extremely efficient. Getting the loss in this ballgame, Caden Cott. And no save in this ballgame due to it not even being close, and no pitcher going 3 innings to end the game for a 3-inning or more save. So for all of us here from the Palm Springs Power, my producer, Jack Glenn to my left, our statistician, Luke Dreyer, my color man to my left, who is currently doing the post-game interview, which you should check out on the Palm Springs Power Instagram immediately after this, Ethan Olivares. I'm Sam Egan, signing off here for tonight, and we hope you can join us for the Power's coverage on Friday against the California Rush, and if you're up tomorrow morning, some PSEL baseball on the PSEL YouTube channel. We'll see you over there tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.